Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with John Covey and Paul Solomon from Genius Games.
Yes.
As said on your shirt.
Yes.
This is very clear. Looking at Periodic, a game of the elements.
Yes.
The sign is all very clear.
Yes.
Very direct. We know what we're getting.
You know what you're getting. So this is a game that takes place on an actual periodic table of the elements. So if you look in like a high school classroom, that's pretty much what you're going to see, except you're not going to see all the game elements on there, right?
Yes.
So this is, we refer to it as a tactical movement and action economy game. Because you're going to be moving around the board tactically, trying to collect the elements that you see that are on these gold cards up here. And you're doing that through this really unique action economy where you're deciding to either pay energy to take multiple actions and move multiple times, possibly claiming multiple elements, or taking all of the energy off of just one of them, but only getting that action one time.
Okay,
So
but
basically what's
having
happening.
things for the future.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Planning ahead.
So a single turn might look sort of like this. If I have 3 action or 3 energy, for my first movement, I might pay 1 to increase or decrease my atomic number up to 5 spaces. So if I'm pink player, I guess I'm blue here, then I can go from increasing from 3 up to 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe stopping there. The idea though, I can pay a second 2 energy for my second move to try to stop on some of these spaces where these elements are researchable.
Okay.
And then if you do that, you place one of your markers on the card associated. So I find gallium. As soon as somebody finds all 3 of those, you get the card, which is worth points, and you also get a special bonus power.
Okay, so you need to find all 3.
Exactly.
But we can be competing
Yeah,
for the same time.
you can find
and kind of
gallium
planning
after
ahead
I found it, and then when I complete the card, you'll get some, consolation points.
here. Okay.
So if, as an example, I had 2 cubes on there, and then Paul later on completed that, I would actually take one of these tokens here, a 5-point token if I had 2 cubes, and a 3-point token if I had just 1 cube on there.
Okay. Okay.
But as the completer, I get the card, and I get this special power, which is going to let me, in this case, take 2 energy on my turn.
Right.
Okay. So are we trying to complete a certain number of these, or what are we doing over the course of the game?
Yeah, so there's kind of two main ways to score points, and the first one we just showed you there is through those gold cards. Now you also have this agenda card in front of you, and this is going to give you an additional series of points if you complete certain things. Like, here's an academic track, which we haven't explained yet. I'll come back to that in just a second.
Okay.
But this agenda card will give you additional points as you move up that track. But down here, I'd score, or let's look at yours, you'd score 5 points for each set of the blue and purple that you complete. So
Okay.
you'd maybe want to focus on those. So it might look like you're taking a suboptimal turn at some point from our perspective, because we can't see that you're actually trying to go for just the blues and purples.
Right.
Now, one of the other things in reference to this track here, you'll notice, is you have all of these cards around the outside, and it forms essentially like a circle. And you want to move clockwise around this circle. So as an example, Paul here is on the alkali metals, and then I am, what color am I? I'm green. I'm on the halogens here. And I want to move up to the alkaline earth metals. I do that by ending my entire turn, so I'm green. You can see the, I want to move up to alkaline earth metals. So if I end my turn and any one of the alkaline earth metals shown on that card, yeah, I will move my microscope up and move my point marker up.
And that'll give you
Okay.
some endgame points here as well. If 2 players get sort of to the end of this track, that's another endgame trigger.
Right.
Okay. Okay. And that is the only end game trigger, or it's also
Card stacks
card
also.
stacks?
I
yeah.
think it's 2 of the stacks.
One stack runs out, or 2 people hit the top.
Okay.
And then that marks the end of the game.
Okay. Is there a different setup based on the number of players? Anything changes with the
Yeah,
rules,
sort
or?
of. So the first player gets 3 energy, and then 4 energy, and then 5 energy. And
Okay.
a 4th and 5th player actually go back down to 3 and 4 energy, but they start higher up on this track.
Okay.
So they have a little bit advantage getting to the top there.
So aside from those balancing elements, still the same in
Yep.
terms of more competition, though, for what you're
Right.
trying to do.
One of the kind of unique things that you're really trying to do is couple the completion of these cards with these special tiles here. Like he said, the one that he took gave him 2 energy. But some of them, you have a maximum movement of 5, but this one will add 3, so it's a +3 spaces to one of your movements. Whereas the move to, or the, where is that other stack of tiles? Oh yeah, free trend, that will give you a free trend in addition to the action you're taking. So I could, as an example, I could take all this energy off of here, take the increased atomic radii trend, move, and then double down and move again, and really take a big turn coupling those things. So that's why I say it's a tactical movement game where you're trying to move as optimally as possible, but you're also trying to time it properly with the economy down here. Because you can be in a really unique position where you might have a lot of energy on one, it's not really optimal for you, but you really want that energy, so you do it anyway.
Right.
A player that's accumulated a lot of energy can have kind of a big turn, maybe making one movement, paying 2 to make a second movement, and paying 2 to make a third movement, but they're setting up another player to take all 5 of these energy.
And next turn, all they're doing is taking one,
energy. And hopefully
that's
there's a pile that's good enough for that move to feel right to them.
Right.
Okay. Well, that closed economy from Trump Fabrique, that was always one of my favorite things. It's sort of passing around. You have to really judge when you're going to do what.
That's right.
Because you're giving up things for other people.
That's right.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you very much, John and Paul.
Thank you.
We'll look at Periodic, a game of the elements from Genius Games. Out now, I believe, yes?
It's going to hit retail July 22nd. So it will be a Gen Con release, but retailers will have it about a week and a half before Gen Con.
Okay.
So look out for them.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks so much.